Hello world, welcome to my channel Live with Edison Official. If you're watching this tutorial right now, I should assume that you are following my 100 days of coding challenge, and if you have not, please check a playlist for that. I did a playlist for my 100 days of coding challenge where I'll be taking students newbies from scratch to pro level of front-end development. Okay, so this tutorial will guide you on how to completely download your VS Code, set it up, and set the environment up for coding. So for the purpose of this class and for you guys alone, I will uninstall my already existing VS Code so we can start afresh and do it together. So this is my VS Code. I'm gonna install it right away. I'm gonna uninstall my VS Code right away. So there you go. Have it uninstalled. So we can re-download the VS Code and start afresh. So let's head to the browser. Now, what actually is VS Code? VS Code is an HTML editor that is used to write codes. It's used to write and edit codes. VS Code is an HTML editor that is used to write and edit codes. To be able to download VS Code, you have to head to a browser. Might be Chrome or might be Internet Explorer, whatever you're using to download. Head to your browser and visit code.visualstudio.com. That's where you have your VS Code download for Windows. And if you're using other platforms, you can easily click here. But since we are working with Windows, I'll click here, download for Windows. Now, thank you for downloading VS Code for Windows. Your download should start. Try this directly. Of course, it's already started. My VS Code is already downloading. Let's give it a few seconds to finish up so we can install together. So note, I told you VS Code is used to write code. It's an HTML editor that is used to write codes. We use VS Code to write actual code. So if you attended my 100 days challenge, I made reference to VS Code being a LAN. Let's say you want to build a house and you need something to start with. You must have a LAN first to build on. So VS Code is actually our LAN here, and we're going to be writing awesome code and building beautiful websites using VS Code. So I'll double click on the VS Code after you might have downloaded the VS Code from your browser. From the official website, I'll double click on it and accept the agreement. Actually, accept the agreement and click on next. Now I'm okay with this, so I will click on next. But let's deselect that. I will tell you why. Okay, so these are quick setup you might want to do. It's not really important, but I will take this to create a desktop icon for me. I'll go on next and I will install. So setup is preparing to install Visual Studio Code on your computer. Let's give it a few seconds to finish up. Okay, while on that, so I did a challenge, 100 days of coding challenge. If you're interested to join the challenge, please comment below. I can add you to my team. I'll take you from scratch to the pro level of coding. Okay, so it's fast, it's installing very fast. Okay, so I think it's done and it will automatically launch. Okay, so this is my VS Code, and I already have existing work though while I was working, so that's why you're having this running. Okay. So for the first time, let's refresh. Let's refresh. Okay, so when you open up your VS Code, you'll be having an interface like this. This is what you'll be having. You might not have something like this though. Why it's like this is because I've already used VS Code on this system, so it shows me my welcome page, the startup welcome page. So this is not necessary. I will take it off. This welcome, I will take it off. Now what I want to teach you now is how to add folder to your workspace. So before now, let's say you already know what you're doing and you want to navigate through VS Code. All you have to do is move a folder to your VS Code. So for the purpose of this class, I'll be creating a new folder and I'll call it web3, and this is a folder I want to write my codes on. So there are two ways of moving adding folder to your workspace. Is either you drag down to your VS Code and you drop. Sorry, let's do that again. You drag down to your VS Code and then you drop it here, and it will show you, do you want to save your workspace configuration file as whatever you might be prompted with. Is don't save, please. And now it will automatically give you this kind of interface, and there you go, you have something like this. So I can go ahead and right click on click on this file to create a file to work with, an index file, index.html. Okay, so I can bring out my templates. Then I have my p tag to go with, let's say welcome to VS Code. Understand? Now there are a few things you can do here. The first thing you might want to do is actually the theme, the color theme. Let's say you can decide to change your color from here. You can decide to do red. You can decide to do whatever color you want, but this is the way you can do that. This way you can change your colors to whatever colors that pleases you. So I love dark. I'll just leave mine to dark. I love it that way. And other things you might want to consider is the extensions. Now these guys make jobs much more easier for you. So I have downloaded an autosave and a prettier. A prettier makes my job much more easier. It makes my code organized. Now an autosave allows me to save my job without actually pressing Ctrl S to save it. So it saves my job automatically without me doing Ctrl S on each of my files that I have updated. So I might advise you to download or autosave. You can easily search for an extension here. Then you can go on their website to browse more and check a few things out. So this is autosave. So whatever extension you might want, you see and you like it, you can easily install it here and it will be activated for you. It will be activated automatically. So the next thing I might want to introduce you to what's that is the keyboard shortcuts. This way you can find the shortcuts to your keyboard that you'll be working with VS Code it makes stuff much more easier for you. This is where you find your shortcuts. So you go through this. If you have time, you can go through this and make your way around it, and coding will be much more fun. I think that's it for that. So that's how to navigate. That's how to download and install VS Code. Okay. Please, if you have any questions and you want to ask me for more clarification, please drop on the comment section. Thank you. You should follow me anyways.